feel like we get more and more big time. Did you do some adjusting with the graphics?
Yeah, the chat overlay. I just bring in the chat so they can see it on the screen. I could take that away, and it does this, right? Yep. But then people watching, I don't know. Do they want to see the chat live, or can they see it underneath their
Well, let's think about it, because it's delayed from when we actually see it. It's a few seconds behind on Facebook.
Right. So I'm thinking, when people comment, do they want to see it like, and we're just waiting for people to trickle in, on the right here, or the right of your screen, you know, where it goes down and you see the live comments.
Right, and that's where they'll see it, right?
As they come in. Or I can take that away and they'll see it. I guess they'll have to follow the comments underneath. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with this. Everybody can see the comments. Because we're all inclusive.
We're all inclusive.
We want to be all inclusive. We want everybody to be seen, everybody to be heard.
Winthrop votes Monday night. Todd and Scott back at it.
That's it. Good evening.
It's a potluck. It's a potluck night kind of night, by the way, right?
Yeah. We got a little list. Stuff. Yeah, a little list of things.
Well,
what's that?
Sorry, Scott. While we're waiting for people to trickle in, just so I can get this on the record, I actually have to correct the record. I was slightly off with regard to the Florida and Texas bills and what they say. The word certain, just to speed this up, was in the Florida bill, not in the Texas bill. So I stand corrected. It was in the Florida bill. However, it doesn't change a damn thing. It doesn't. It just doesn't change a thing. So
what's in a word, right?
I mean, the word certain was really meant to say you have to follow these certain words and or instructions that are going to be listed in the paragraph we're about to add to this article, is essentially what it says.
Right.
So, anywho.
In the Florida bill, nowhere in it does it say, don't say gay, but the idiots, I guess, I didn't watch it, but the idiots in Hollywood, they all decided to chant like gay or something. Well, I didn't watch that mess last night. I don't know who does, but
the teachers in your school or your schools were some of the public schools in Florida, not your town, but somewhere in Florida, were singing to the tune of Smoke on the Water, the opening riff, gay, 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 gay. Like that. It was just like so
idiotic.
Oh my God. Yeah. And it you know, so when we're talking about a national thing, but make no mistake, some of this foolishness is going on right in our own buildings. We just don't have the luxury of being able to monitor it all day long.
Yeah, I have a video of a mother of a Florida student whose daughter got pulled into a meeting between her and school administrators, and she was asked different questions. They refer to her in her name to the parents, but whatever she wants them to call her, the teachers did this and the administrators. Whatever they wanted to call her, whatever she wanted to be called, they would do that in school.
Right.
Then they asked her, what bathroom would you like to use? When you go on a trip, there's some school trip coming up. How do you want to be roomed as a boy or a girl? And they had like this 6-page like memorandum with her that they never told the parents about.
So I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off, but
that's all right.
This is important because there's a lot of misunderstanding just here locally with people and me. You know, I had a nice conversation with a friend. I'll let her decide if she wants to share. But the bottom line is I don't know that I'm effectively communicating where people like us are coming from, or me and you. I don't want to speak too much for you, but I think we are reasonably close on this issue where parents really need to know what's being said to their children, and they need to have an ability to come in between that.
Absolutely. There's no way I would want the school pulling my daughter, aside without me knowing. Number one, she's a minor. And asking her what bathrooms she wants to use, et cetera, you know. It was all about this being called whatever, the whole gender issue. And the schools, when did schools, let me ask you this, and if anybody watching has any input, please, you can call. There's the number.
We're begging you.
Yeah. When did schools decide that they were going to take over for the parents? Isn't their motto, we just teach your kids, we don't raise them? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've said that,
in one way,
I don't
shape,
know.
or form, those words have
They've blatantly said it. I've seen posts. I've seen Facebook posts. I've read articles. Teachers say, we teach your students. We don't raise them. Raising them is your job.
It depends on what's politically expedient.
But now they want to train or whatever a student into what gender they want to be. This is where the teachers union, and that's a bad. I mean, listen. I was a cop for a long time. I was a police officer for a long time. Police officers get a bad rap from a few bad apples. No doubt. No doubt. They are there. Teachers now live in the world of the police officer, where they are getting a crap rap because of a few, it seems to be more than a few, out of control teachers. You can see them. I don't watch it. You see the videos though on TikTok, like they just come on with these insane points of view. So when did this, why don't they just teach kids? Why do they feel compelled to come out to the kids and encourage?
Because this is what I've been saying all along, Scott. This is they might be the smaller percentage, okay? But there is certainly a very heavy influence. If you just look on the map of the United States, on the left coast and the right coast, it's blue for the most part, right? It's blue politically. And they're infiltrating the teacher ranks because they know the hard leftists who think they have jagundas of steel, but they really don't. They only know how to shout down and then run away. But when it comes to having an actual conversation or even a fight for that matter, they're nowhere to be found. But the better point, the point we're trying to get to here before I go off the rails is I've been saying for years, they're infiltrating there. They're bullying because teachers in general, I mean, if you're a teacher, if you're really a great teacher and someone that can be patient with children, you have to be cut from a certain cloth. It requires a certain amount of patience, and it requires a certain person that isn't necessarily forceful, right? I mean, there's a lot of trust and kindness and I don't know, do I use mamby-pamby? I mean, I don't want to be too harsh here, but it's the point being, they know that their teachers are afraid to speak out, and it's evident in our school system. There's a lot of teachers that I've talked to personally. Obviously, I can't share their names. It wouldn't be fair to do that, but they don't want to be in the union. They're just afraid. They're afraid. They've been bullied. They don't want to be bullied. They don't want to lose their friends. That's real.
Well, it's real enough that I've been contacted by eyes and ears in the Winthrop school system that said that exists. So it is real. And actually, everything's been quiet in there now for a little while. And the superintendent needs to keep it quiet. She needs to control, don't let the inmates run the asylum, because they're just looking for trouble. They're just looking for lawsuits. They're looking for bad publicity. They'll get it all. They will get it all.
They will.
And we will help perpetuate that.
Yes, they will. And
they will get it all if they these teachers. There's boundaries, like the great Harry Callahan said, "Man's got to know his limitations."
And I want to
let me read this comment first. So Stacy Sabag says, my 14-year-old step-granddaughter, it's your granddaughter, joined the middle school diversity club in Hanson. It's after school on Thursdays. The leader of the program has informed the kids that she is gay. Big surprise there. Last meeting, they were going to vote on whether the diversity club should instruct the teachers about all the genders. What the hell does the diversity club, where do they have any stroke? Where do they have any stroke?
This is what
Like,
we're
what's going on here? So you have, see what I mean? I mean, why do they feel that they have the power to instruct the teachers about all the genders? Guess what, kid? There's probably half the teachers don't give a shit. They just want to teach, right?
That's right. And it's a small percentage, right? Like I just want to make sure we're clear here, because there seems to be this conflation of LBGTQ, the alphabet stew, and gender dysmorphic, right? Like what we're saying here, those of us who are against allowing these conversations to take place, what we're saying here is, look, if we allow this to happen, whether they're one predator in a school, a half a predator, a tenth of a predator, it doesn't matter. You already there's already a fertile ground there that you're actually putting a little water on to help it grow, because you're eliminating the right for these parents to come in between. It's not we are against the gender dysmorphic community.
No.
It's got nothing to do with it.
They're going to misconstrue it anyway. They're going to perceive it any way they want.
It's about predators and how predators will morph into anything they want to be.
But we're perceived as phobics. We're phobes.
Yeah, no.
Istophobes.
Yeah, it's them, everything phobe.
Istophobes. Yeah, we're istophobes.
I posted examples on the Facebook group page of teachers that were in this school system. Bruno Maioli, the guy came here from somewhere else and was apparently problematic, moved away and got a job somewhere else until he was finally convicted. I know I told the story about Principal Fuller. I don't know if I'd like to share that with everybody. Principal Fulham from E.B. Newton, when it was K through 2. Some of you will remember him. And if you remember those urinals in the old days that went from like chest height to the floor, it lined up about 20 of them on a wall. And every day that we'd go in there and have a break to go to the bathroom after lunch, Mr. Fulham would come in, be walking behind us, walking up and down like a military line. Grab me by the head, pull me back, talk to me, push me back, grab the next guy. Did it every day. Did it every day to multiple people. Don't ever know what happened to him. The point is, they are here. They've been here. We don't want them having conversations of any kind with any child. We want to find them and route them out.
Well, unfortunately, they have to commit the act to get caught.
It's the sad part.
There was a volleyball teacher, a volleyball coach at West Boca High, just got something today. He just got busted.
Really?
So, yeah. Mark Flynn says, when did it become normal for teachers to discuss their sex lives with their students, whether it be homosexual, heterosexual, or something else? Private matters should stay private. That's the problem. When they do that, I cannot think any other way than they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it for a reason. It's not normal behavior.
Let me throw this at you, Scott. Let me throw this at you, okay? Little Johnny comes into school. You're my teacher, okay? Okay, Mr. McVera. I had a great weekend with my dads. Where do you take that conversation from there?
You don't. You move on.
That's what's getting thrown at us, or like movies and books, right? Like,
well, I mean, I don't care about. I'm sorry, I don't care if a kid comes in and said, "I have two dads" or "I have two moms." God bless him. As long as it's a functioning home, and and the kid is provided for, it doesn't matter. It's when the teacher comes in and starts dropping these little info bombs on their students. Like, I'm telling you, I've said this for decades. Teachers start to act like the students.
oh yeah,
They go down to the level. Water seeks its level, right?
absolutely.
They go down to the level and they want to be cool with the kids. They want to be hip or whatever that used to be the term. So they'll like talk to them like they're their friends. That just can't be the case. It can't be the case and there's a lot of teachers that don't do that.
So Wendy says, so go after the predators. So you are equating non-heterosexual folks as predators?
Oh.
Question mark.
That's a good question.
Well, but we're not. That's not what we're doing. Tell us how. Like how? What are you talking about? Like we are going after the predators, but we can't know they're predators until they predate. So what we're saying is, don't give them the screwdriver to stick in your neck by allowing them by preventing teachers from having conversations about sexuality and gender with young children. By stopping that in its tracks, we take another tool out of the predator's hands. So who's equating what? You need to explain that one.
Well, whether they're heterosexual or homosexual predators.
Oh, that's another one too, right?
Well, that's what she basically said.
I see. Okay, so
that's what she basically said.
No, we're not. We're not equating. We're
if you're allowing the conversation to happen with a minor from an adult, you're allowing it. That's the point here.
Yep.
The schools are allowing this, and they're doing it because students have rights. That's where the problem comes in. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about anything other than the teachers teaching these children about sex, sexuality, what you can be, what you can't be. Teach them reading, writing, and arithmetic, and English, and history.
It's not their wheelhouse.
And physics and science. Teach them that, Wendy. Don't this conversation shouldn't even be happening.
Well, the other side
stick to fucking teaching.
Hey.
Yeah, and I don't care.
Hey.
It's just that's the bottom line to this whole thing.
Yeah.
To this whole thing, and I apologize for my language, but that is the bottom line. This shouldn't even be an issue. Why? Why is it an issue? Get to the root. When you do an investigation, you try to get to the root of the issue, the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is liberalism, progressiveness, leftists. You don't see conservatives doing this. You don't.
No. Nope.
They're not pressing the issue to teach kindergarten through third graders about gender.
So
Scott, conservatives don't do that.
So Scott, let's bring into play the story of pick your princess.
I need water.
Pick your Disney princess and your Disney, stud that comes in and saves the day, and they get married and they live happily ever after. And let's take off the table right away the whiteness of it, because that's not where we're going with this. Let's just focus on the heterosexualness of it. Those images are okay, and I'm playing devil's advocate here because maybe I'm wrong about this. Those images are okay to have in school libraries, but two women celebrating a dance, a marriage, or a wedding are not. Yes or no in your mind, I guess. Like a book about a marriage that might be a happy story about a lesbian marriage.
Listen, books are a whole different issue. Books are a whole different issue. Books can be put back on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
A teacher looking the child in the face, an authority figure, and telling this child, this minor, all about their gender and what they do, and you can feel free to do it too. It's not even, shouldn't even be discussed. A book is a book. A kid can look at the book, close it, put it back. I don't like that. But when an authority figure is looking down at the kid or sitting at a desk that's still bigger, they're still older, what's the kid going to say? No, I'm done here. No, they're going to sit there. They have to listen.
And let's not forget the kind of mentorish relationships they often have. I think it was 2012. I was serving on the school committee. We were asked if we wanted a sailing team. We have a sailing team. We hired a sailing coach. Come to find out, a couple of years later, maybe a year later, the sailing coach was also a teacher in the school. One of his students had lost her father. There was a bit of, hey, I would call it grooming. Candidly, I would call it grooming. But there was some, I came to see this teacher. He supported me while I was going through this grief. Graduation time comes and they're a couple. Completely inappropriate.
That happened when I was in, I'm not going to say any names. It was a track coach. Ask your brother. He'll know. That's true. He'll know.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Did it have something to do with ended up having the back seat of a car with the seats all cut up?
I don't know. I'm not. They ended up taking off and getting married. She just graduated high school.
Okay, I'll fish that one out later. But you see, it happens, and it's predatory to me. I don't care. I love him. You're a 16, 17-year-old girl with some 25-year-old guy that you've been looking up to for a year, and maybe he's handsome. I mean, I remember when Pete Gobiel arrived on the scene in junior high for us, and the girls were cooing over this guy. So, I get it. I get it.
All right. I think somebody
Did we pound that to death?
somebody just said, give me 2 minutes on the Will Smith. On the Will Smith.
That's got to be Steve Stevens. That was
I don't know. No, his name would come up. It's on the Facebook group, evidently.
Well, you.
But
honestly, you called that up. You said it was fake at first. What do you think now? Just to go with that.
Well, I don't know. He didn't hit him. He didn't seem to make contact. But the fact that he did it, and then the liberal Hollywood, because he's a big mouthpiece for them, they give him a standing ovation after he assaulted a guy. He assaulted a guy.
That toxic masculinity.
Live in front of witnesses, millions probably around the world, and a couple thousand. He assaults a guy, then verbally assaults him.
Oh.
Then they give him an award, and he cries, and they give him a standing ovation.
He's apologized.
It's insane. It's insane. If that was, I don't know, Ryan Reynolds?
Gary Sinise?
No, there's one. Who's the one that they're always going after because he's a Christian? Who's the guy that does Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah, I don't know his name.
Chris, I forget his name, but they're always going after him. Whenever he gets a role, they go nuts. He apologized. Who did he apologize to, Wendy? Not Chris Rock.
Nope.
Not during that speech. He didn't say anything to Chris Rock.
Nope.
But you know what? I don't want to give this any more of my energy. I don't.
Okay, I don't. I just thought it was funny. I thought
he's a beta male.
Beta slap. The best beta slap on TV.
Yeah, best beta. That's the best beta male incident in a long time. Best one I've seen in a long time.
So it's Chris Pratt. You're right, Elizabeth Ludi. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. They're always going after him.
So you've got
Christian.
That's right.
If he slapped Chris Rock, white privilege.
Oh my God,
white privilege.
Oh yeah, you could say sorry 1,000 times, and everybody on this show right now that posted he apologized, Wendy, would be hiding.
White privilege.
Yeah, white privilege.
Well, I did. No, I'm not gonna give it to anymore.
All right. Well, let's talk about the town manager update you have.
So
that's good news. That right?
Let's transition from the Will Smith.
One. That was a bumpy one.
Yeah. Transition from the Will Smith.
The Will Smith. It is
to the candidates for town council. I mean, town manager. Right. So we got someone from Malden. Right, Anthony Ansaldi. Then you got Thomas Garino Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's from Vermont. Well, he's really out of towner. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anthony Marino. What's up with all these Italians?
Oh no. All these white men.
Where's
all these white middle-aged men?
I see a lot of vowels in these names.
I'd like to buy a C.
What happened to the MCs? The mix? And the O apostrophes? What happened to them? What is it, Winthrop?
Yeah, no, welcome here.
I'm gonna call it out as it is. It's Irish discrimination.
Yeah, get lost, you potato
Irish discrimination. They're discriminating against the Irish.
That's too funny.
So they were announced that they're going to get interviewed, right?
They're
Are they doing it live?
They're doing it Thursday night. This Thursday night special meeting. So I think people should be watching. If you have questions, get them to the council. They're not going to allow you to ask questions live because they want to keep order.
So
go ahead. I'll shut up.
No, I don't. I said this last week, man. I don't agree with that. I don't think like these people should be put in front of the public.
Right.
I think they pick the guy, then give him a chance once he's got it. But to put these people on show, like it's a performance,
Well,
and interview them, and it's being recorded, and people can watch. And I don't know, it's transparency. I'll give them
yeah,
that.
right. It's a tough one for me too, in a way, because I don't
Ah,
think it's necessarily fair in terms of asking someone to perform on the camera if they've never done it. I mean, you and I both know it's nerve wracking at the first couple
oh,
times you do it.
as soon as I hit go live, I'm terrified. I'm absolutely every live stream. I do 4 live streams a week. I'm terrified every time I hit go live. I'm
He
a
uses
bundle of nerves.
what kind of antiperspirant do you use? You look
They
great.
should interview me for town manager.
That's right. That's right. Talk about handling pressure.
Bring the camera. Move the camera over this way. This way. You have your
Get my
graphics
kids
ready? You got
tired.
your graphics ready? Okay. I don't know.
I hear. Well, I will say this. First of all, this is one of so to give Jim some credit, because I think he did
Yeah.
a great job with this board or
Jim's
this
doing a good
committee.
job. Everything so far.
It was a great committee. They, from what I understand, they work really well together. All the candidates are more than qualified. There is a ranking system. Jim can nominate. They forwarded their rank to him. So let's just say number 1 was the guy from Vermont. That could be Jim's number 3. Jim does not have to take their recommendations.
Right, right.
I hope beyond all hope at this point, if whatever one Jim appoints, they just approve it. Let's not make any more politics out of it. Let's start turning the page for this council to start working in a positive direction.
I think somebody, what did you say? Send your questions in?
Send your questions in.
Somebody or a bunch of people need to send in the question. If you are selected as the town manager of Winthrop, will you go on Winthrop Votes live stream?
Yeah, great question. That should be asked.
Will you come on the Winthrop Votes live stream?
I think that's a great question, Scott. And
I think that needs to be asked.
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's better than being interviewed by the transcript.
Oh, okay. So Wendy says they're not going to be on Zoom, but they'll be in the Harvey hearing room. But isn't the Harvey hearing room wired? Well, whatever. If it's in the Harvey hearing room, you could still go there and watch it, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll still go in there. If that's the case, I'll be in there with my phone live streaming it.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand that if it's just a live and people can show up if they want.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that it's live, but that's good news. I mean, for those
moved fast on that, they moved really fast on that.
They worked really well together, and we need to get that position filled so we can hire a CFO, so we can hire. I think we need someone at the library now. We need we need a new chief because he's retiring in a couple of years, so we should start that process. Police chief.
Yeah, you probably start that like a year out.
Yeah.
All right. So I posed a question yesterday. I think it was. Maybe it was today. I get confused. Being retired, every day is like Sunday. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I asked what Winthrop's cable TV situation was, and internet, and I got some interesting disgruntled answers.
Mm.
And which somebody just texted me let me bring this back up again. It's gonna be that's the board. It's right here. Is this the one?
Nope. Town manager.
It's March 31st.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, March 31st for the town manager candidates interview process, I guess. March 31st at the town hall in the Harvey room. It doesn't say what time.
No, that's strange, but I think well, hold on. Keep going. I'll find it.
We can post it on the on our Facebook group. So I got a lot of disgruntled answers, and I started doing some research. And you pull up these things, and I think I took a
3:45 p.m. Sorry, 3:45 p.m.
Wow, they start at 3:45?
Yeah, it starts early. 3:45. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Somebody had I got directed to Reddit. Reddit's an interesting
Yeah,
site. It isn't it. You can learn a lot in there. I'm not a big Reddit fan, guy. I don't use it that much. But it popped up in a search, and it was somebody asking about. They said, I'm moving to Winthrop, and I want to find out what the best cable, what the best internet access. I work from home, etc. Somebody wrote, let me see. Someone had given them an option. And this person wrote, I thought Winthrop was one of those towns that gave Comcrap a monopoly in exchange for a local access channel, which I thought was interesting. So is that part of the deal where Comcast says, we'll give you channels 2 and 3? Is that what it is?
They give us 3 channels for local broadcasting, and in return, we're the sole provider.
What is on those 3 channels?
Local, government, and school. I think crap. Really, there's nothing on there that's any good. I mean,
old movies. Don't they show old movies? Somebody said.
Yeah, they do.
Now there's 57 apps on your smart TV, like throwback TV. You can watch the same things.
I mean, they need to modernize. They are. I will give credit. They're trying to go to podcasting. They're trying to go to building a studio at the office there up at the old church on Winthrop Street, and you'll be able to use the podcast studio if you want to have a podcast. So they're trying to expand their content.
Interesting.
I've tried to have conversations about bringing on, having us stream through there, just to get more eyeballs on us. It's, and the pushback was about politics, but not, as long as it's not election season, we should be fine.
Well, readdress it. We'll just have to watch our language.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going after it.
They restrict us, but that's okay. So I did a little more research on this. Let me see. Wendy says no. WCAT is a bonus. No other company wants to come into town. And you know that for a fact, Wendy? I'm just curious. I'm not being confrontational. Anybody has any input in this, but while we're waiting.
Well, I have some. NetBlazer, so I know a company that wanted to come into town, and we said we can't because of Comcast. The name of the company is called NetBlazer, and you can look them up. They do residential now, and they have a little bit of a different approach. Instead of satellites, they have heads, they call them, and they broadcast radio to radio, and they build a web of radios in your community. So you would put 3 radios on your house, then your neighbor, and so forth. And they do all the install. Well, they started to do it with apartment buildings first. And that worked out great because the landlords let them put a lot of radios up there. But it's just another way to get into it. And here's the thing. Comcast, like every other internet provider, plays with your up speed and your down speed.
Yeah.
NetBlazer was giving you even. They didn't play with it. You get it. And that's it. It's a way better system. It's just, we can't have it here.
There's a lot of radios.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of radios involved.
They're little things. They're little, they almost look like the Bose Bluetoothies.
Yeah. So Wendy says Fios from Verizon is not going to pay for the infrastructure.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. I guess Comcast. But I found this. T-Mobile is doing a trial of 5G in homes. Okay. Let me see. So I got this. TV providers in Winthrop, a customer rating. Xfinity, 3.5 out of 5. DirecTV, 3.7. I'm a DirecTV guy myself. And Dish, 3.8 customer ratings. Right.
I'm surprised Comcast is that high. They're atrocious.
And then, well, these could be skewed. So, then internet providers, Xfinity gets 3.5 out of 3.5 out of 5. Viasat.
What the heck is that? Never heard of that.
Viasat. That's satellite internet. That's like HughesNet down at the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
HughesNet is like, when I was in Virginia, when I was going to K9 Academy in Virginia, people were up in the mountains, and they would get HughesNet. I remember when it first came out, and it was slow. It was slow.
Yeah.
And but it's upped its game, so it's satellite internet.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Wendy says Comcast is expensive. You know why? Because they have a monopoly in the town.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're expensive. They can charge whatever they want. You have to take it. But a lot of people are going to streaming now.
I stream. I
Yeah.
get rid of the cable services.
I stream, you stream, we all stream for live stream.
Live stream.
Yeah. Let me see. Somebody texted me, maybe Winthrop should form a telecommunications board or committee or commission, whatever they want to call it. That's a good idea. Is it going to be active enough, though? That's the thing.
That's interesting.
Or a committee to just research. So let's see. I don't know who the Facebook user is. They said, you can thank Senator Markey for that. He's the representative that said that cable TV competition would result in higher rates. If you research his campaign contributions, you'll learn that one cable company has contributed the most contributions to his campaign. That guy's been in office way too long, by the way.
Oh, he's a fossil and he's used.
Please publish this, Scott and Todd. Oh. I guess he wants it flashed. Let's see if we can flash that on the bottom. Let's see.
Yeah.
Once it published, we aim to please. Let me see. Nope, it's all the way down this end. There we go. Will it fit? There you go. I don't think it's
got the mighty publisher.
Yeah.
I mean, take a screenshot, put it out on Facebook, send it. Send it.
So, yeah, it doesn't seem like people are happy.
No.
Doesn't seem like people are happy, but they get the they got the market corner. Now, is this the where is it? I gotta check my list. I think it's this last one here. Is this it? Yeah. Is this who's in charge of that? Because it's got to be a contract, right?
Monica Ford runs this department, I believe, still, and procurement does see, she works at direction, right? So she'll procure. So, for instance, we were on the school committee. We would through the superintendent ask her to, go to RFP for this, go to RFP for that. But I do believe actually that the town council president and/or the town manager, I think it may be the town manager, negotiates directly with Comcast, like they negotiate directly with the trash company, Easy Disposal, et cetera, et cetera.
All right.
Yeah.
So while I was on that on the town website, Elizabeth Ludy says she might be gone. But so this is thank you, Elizabeth. This is a good segue into what I'm about to say. So people rely, maybe a lot of people, maybe, I don't know, a small amount of people. They rely on the town website to get information, right? So according to Elizabeth, what I just showed is outdated. If Monica's not there anymore, but her name is still there on the town website, as is this gem. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah. So if you go on the town website,
it's gone.
No, I'm going to bring it back.
Okay.
If you go on the town website, there's that nice red banner that pops out right in your face. Big COVID banner. All right, big COVID banner. And I decided to click on it. And this is what I got. This is the town website, right, that people are supposed to rely on. And all the concern about COVID and masks. And this is what's on that banner when you click it. The latest official COVID-19 news and resources in Winthrop. Thank you for visiting the official COVID-19 news blog for the town of Winthrop, Massachusetts. This website was commissioned by the town of Winthrop to ensure residents have the latest information. Pay attention to that. The latest information, news, and resources as our community responds to COVID-19 pandemic. Latest numbers updated. Latest numbers as of May 24th, 2021.
So
did I say that it says right here the latest information and news?
Did I mention the? So we scoff and we mock, and it's unfair a little
Ah,
bit, you know.
take it down.
Yeah. So I believe the town clerk is responsible for the maintenance of the website. I could be wrong, so don't lambaste her. But I do know that they need to hire more people because she is wearing far too many hats. I serve with her on the ordinance review committee, which I do want to talk about in a minute. And I'm surprised that she wanted to do that with all the other things she's doing. But don't worry, there'll be plenty of time for criticism. Once she gets help, then we can fairly
Does
criticize
anybody
her.
want to volunteer to help
I
update the
mean,
Winthrop town
when
website?
so here's the thing: when I retire, I'm not going to want to sit at home all day. I'm going to walk down the town hall and say,
There's nothing wrong with sitting at home all day. I'll tell you that.
"Well, but I know me. I'll be bored out of my tree, right? I mean, I'll be doing too many things I'm not supposed to." I'm going to go downtown town hall and say, "What stamps can I lick or whatever? What can I do to just do nothing and take some work off your plate?"
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that how a community's supposed to run?
yeah. If someone would just kind of volunteer, it
Right.
wouldn't hurt. I'm sure it's a weekly phone call. What's new? What do I need to update?
That's it.
You know. Now I would, but I got too many live streams and podcasts to do. So
Oh, and
and
They won't-
editing. I edit a YouTube channel now, video
they won't,
editing.
they won't let me do that job yet. I have to get rid of the show first. Every time I'm around people, they're like, are you recording?" No.
So then I was looking on the website and I saw the cemetery, which got me thinking again. I've brought this up in the past, right? Evidently, there's supposed to be a perpetual fund for the cemetery, but no one seems to know where the money, or where it is, or what it is, or where the money is, or whatever. So we're gonna have to get an answer. Maybe one of the town council people, maybe Rob DeMarco, can find out for us.
Oh, Big Rob.
Yeah, about the perpetual fund. You know,
What does that even mean? I mean,
it's a constant flow of money to take care of the grounds in the cemetery.
but wouldn't
From
it
what
be?
I was told.
I only know of enterprise funds and then the general fund. Those are the only two funds I know in a municipal budget.
Yeah. Well, I was told there was something about a perpetual fund.
That's interesting.
Maybe it doesn't exist, but I was told that it did.
All right, we have to do some
I
homework.
think old timer Dick Bangs was a big watcher of that, and that's kind of where this originated. Like, whatever happened to all that money? So
I wanted to ask your opinion of something, Scott. And anyone out there that's watching now, or anyone that might want to hit us up privately later if they watch the replay of this. One of the things that everybody universally agrees is a challenge for the council president of Winthrop at any time is that it's a 2-year term and then you're running again. That's a good point right there. Is it from the sale of the plots? Perhaps.
could be.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
In 2 years you're running again. So you could never get anything done. Now, on the flip side, you have 4-year seats for counselors.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And you can't get people to run. So I thought, hey, why don't we flip it? Why don't we make it 4 for the president, 2 for the precinct counselors, and maybe we'll get more interest. What do you think?
Yeah. I also think Winthrop needs to initiate a recall procedure.
Yep. I'm for that.
To keep the school committee, the town council, any board that somebody might have been elected to, any committee, there needs to be accountability. They can't just run wild and think, well, I'm here for 2 years. I'm just going to sit here on the town council. I'm going to put on my lip gloss, and I'm not going to contribute. I'm just sitting here, and then when an agenda pops up, that's when I liven up because I want to read something. So people like that are useless on a town council. Absolutely useless.
We have business that needs to get done, and we shan't be spending time. And again, you brought it up, so I'm going to go back there. Because it's been on my mind, that whole scene, because it may come up again. It may come up at the next meeting next week. And if it were, so first of all, I think Jim did a great job that night, but if it comes up again, if I'm Jim, I'm saying, fine, bring it up.
Yeah,
And then when it's my turn to talk, I'm going to say, I'm going to amend that motion. And I'm going to amend that motion to say we're not going to limit it to our gender dysmorphic community. We're going to include everybody because that's what our role here is. Everybody, we represent everybody because all this is about is forcing a vote. They just want to make Jim vote no. They want to show everybody in Winthrop who the non-virtue signalers are.
And you know what? That's probably going to benefit him.
Exactly.
So bring it on.
They don't understand that.
They don't care.
The message that they should have received from the Boncory butt whooping is that was towards them. If Boncory stayed true to who he was all these years in Winthrop, he may still be the council president.
Well, that's right. Tracy Honan was so miffed that she didn't get to read into record the letter that was put into the transcript or whatever she was going to read. And she was absolutely furious. You can see it. It was classic video. That was
priceless. That was priceless.
Because Phil just, cowed down to them. But Jim isn't. It seems like it.
I like, and Kurt Millar posts that I like what his thought here is. There should be a limit on how many boards, committees a person can be on. I agree with
right
that.
now?
I do not know, Kurt. There's not, right? I don't think there's any language anywhere in the ordinance.
Doesn't that fall on your committee?
Yes, and I'm sure he may have proposed it if we've gotten that far. I missed the last meeting. I wasn't feeling good.
All right, you get a pass.
I get 2 more and I'm out. According to my rule, I get 2 more absences and I'm out.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Oh, yeah, no limits. It says okay.
So, also digging around on the town website, besides finding outdated stuff, I thought this was good. It's never talked about. You never hear anything about it. But the Veteran Services, the mission of the Winthrop Veteran Service Office is to advocate for our veterans and their family, providing access to services on the local, state, and federal levels to which they are eligible. We assist in job searching, obtaining health care, applying for service-connected disabilities. That's very important. Applying for service-connected disabilities. We urge all veterans to stop in and see what they are entitled to. Yearly, this office facilitates the Memorial Day and Veterans Day events, God bless them, as well as support various organizations which assist veterans. If you're a veteran in Winthrop, I highly encourage you, if you haven't taken advantage of any of these offers, then you should. You should. They're there to help you. I personally have been and still is being helped by the VA. And it's a nice, they cover, nothing is off the record with them. Nothing is like, oh, we can't handle that. PTSD, the whole 9 yards. Go in. And it's located, where was that? It's in Town Hall, I would assume.
Yeah,
right?
their office is in Town Hall.
Yeah.
Unless they moved it, I believe it's still in Town Hall.
If you're a veteran in Winthrop, take advantage of that. Go see what they can offer you. There's a lot of stuff that veterans are unaware of that they're entitled to. I didn't know for a long time what I was entitled to until somebody pointed me in that direction, and it opens up a nice avenue for you.
Does Boca has an Office of Veterans Affairs too? Yeah.
I go through West Palm Beach, but Boca has a satellite clinic.
I see. Yep.
Like right down the street from me.
Yeah.
And it covers everything, mental health to actual. I have a doctor assigned to me, the whole 9 yards.
Mental health, huh? Are they open now? You might want to take a ride.
All right. I actually no. I'm not. Listen, I'm an open book. I actually do see.
Oh boy.
No, I do. I do see somebody for PTSD there, and they're very helpful. It's kind of strange, and I don't want to go off, off topic here, but I was telling her it's kind of like Tony Soprano going to see his
Ah,
therapist.
oh, okay.
It's kind of funny like that.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, it works. It
Talk
helps.
therapy is very helpful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you have somebody to, and I don't talk about my sessions, but I said, it's a good outlet. It's somebody different to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
and and you kind of you work things through that you went through while you were in,
That's
and
it.
and it helps, And I think every veteran in Winthrop should take advantage of it.
Yes, they should.
Go see what they can offer.
Yes,
So how do you feel now that you called me out and you made me confess that? How do you feel, Todd?
Well, it depends. How do you feel now? Do you feel better? Because if you don't, then I feel like
You're
crap.
not my therapist. I don't have to talk to you.
I don't have to be licensed to make you feel better, sir.
Yeah. When he says, glad you had the support to see. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You got to swallow your pride, too, a little bit.
That's a fact.
But there's the pride, to quote the great Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction, the night of the fight, you're going to feel a slight sting in the back of your neck. And he's talking to Bruce Willis. He says, that's pride fucking with you. Pride never helps. It only hurts.
It's it. That's
I
it.
never forgot. That is so true. And pardon my language again.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
are.
Father Walter isn't watching.
Yeah, well, I think he is, and he's mad at you.
He's
I had coffee with him.
gonna
Oh,
recall me.
whoops. Was I supposed to say that on TV? I mean, on the show?
Whoops, I did it
Whoops.
again.
Sorry, Father Walter. You're outed, although we had a school committee member sitting right behind us.
So what? You could talk to people.
I agree.
It's all right.
I agree. He's not on the other team. He's not. He's still on the commission.
It's nothing. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
That's it.
So I think I'm going to put that up every week. I think I'm going to if this veteran services because I don't think they probably get enough attention or they don't get enough publicity. So yeah. So now we got this new project going up in Winthrop. We defeated the monstrosity on Shore Drive, but now there's kind of another monster creeping in. And tell me what the difference. Well, I don't know. This one is. There's a couple of them. This is at the Winthrop Zoning Board of Appeals. It's coming up on the 31st at 6:30. It's a Zoom meeting. I'm glad they moved on from the Shore Drive issue. This one, they're going to discuss the structural inadequacies of a newly constructed house on 25 Locust Street. That's an interesting one.
Hasn't that one been ongoing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably. And now you have a request by a local developer to convert 24 Beacon Street from a single-family house to a three-family house. Let me see. Issues with the conversion of the single-family to three-family include a lack of available on-street parking in the Beacon Street neighborhood.
That's down by Massa Park, for those of you who don't know.
And there is a large multi-family structure located directly next to 24 Beacon Street.
That's right.
The large multi-family structure, which is located at 26 Beacon Street, is a 12-unit multi-family structure. And that's it right there.
Yeah,
The white one in the middle, they want to change that into a three-family.
Well, yeah. Okay, so let's assume they're going to add parking.
This is down in Massa Park, around Massa Park, right?
Yeah. One end, if you're looking at the picture, to the left is Shirley, to the right is Ocean. Is the beach.
Yep.
Looks like an old picture too, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks like an older picture. Okay, how big can the building get too? Like, are they talking about leveling it? Are they talking about adding on?
Look to the left, so that's a driveway, right?
Yeah, I see that.
So if you're gonna do a three-family, I don't know, man. Like, where's the park? Again, it already looks like there's parking on the street.
Look at the street. It's pinned.
Yeah.
And the best you're gonna do when that driveway is turning into three tandem, if it goes back far enough, and who wants to park tandem? Although that's not anyone else's problem, but the people who live there.
So look at the house to the left. Look up on the roof. They had that nice little overlook built, right?
Yep.
So if a 3-family monstrosity goes up next to that, he's going to be looking right in someone's bathroom.
Well, he's hoping it's a bedroom.
Oh, Jesus. So, let me get this down. Oh, that's the latest COVID update. Updated last numbers as of May 24th, 2021. Take that down.
Read my lips. Hoax.
Take it down. It's done.
Hoax. It's been done.
Especially if you still got the red banner, like it's an attention getter. You know, just take it down. No, yeah. So, yeah.
Party. By the way, we should talk about the party. Your party, June 25th, right?
Yeah. Tickets aren't on sale yet, but myself, Jack Calabrese, and Bob Gillis, the unofficial mayor of Winthrop, we throw our annual Winthrop Town Party. This will be the 5th one, I think. We got shut down the last couple of years because of the KOFB.
The
40A Section 3 will be required to have more density. Oh, Kurt's getting really deep. That's why we love him, though. Kurt does his due diligence. But yeah, we're having it at the Elks Saturday night, June 25th. Tickets are going to go fast. Tickets are going to go fast. Wendy, I mean, anybody can go. We do not discriminate. We are open to all people. Listen, I don't care if Tracy Honan goes.
Yep.
I don't care anybody. It's for Winthrop. That's what we do. Bring everybody together. Just have a good time. Tickets will be on sale soon. Maybe by the end of the week.
I'll take 5.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have a DJ, probably have some food, some finger food. At the Elks. It's a good time. And we usually did it in March when it's a little colder, but this is gonna be in June, so they'll have that balcony open, the back deck.
Nice, be able to go outside on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know Leo Haskell will be there. Johnny Cash will be there. He better be there. Cash better be there.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, that's we do that for the town. We want to have everybody just have fun. Have fun. No one talks politics. No one talks bullshit. It's just bring your friends. There's people that go that it's not like a certain group of people get together.
Right.
Like there's people that go to these things. I've never met them in my life. But they show up. They're like, hey.
I see you on.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I see you on Facebook. Hey, okay. You got that smile. Okay. Nice. Yeah, good talking to you.
Thanks for coming out.
I wish we could put name tapes. Of course, JC, they answer. Those are my boys right there.
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash.
So, yeah, bruv, I've been watching. Again, we're winding down now. I watched that show on Netflix, Top Boy.
Any good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's heavy Jamaican accent, English, British. They say bruv a lot. B-R-U-V.
Is that bro? Is that okay?
Yeah. What's up, bruv? What's up,
term
fam?
of endearment, so to speak?
Huh?
Term of endearment.
Yeah. Isn't it? I mean, a lot of in it. Isn't it?
What?
Isn't it?
He says what?
I don't know. We already got the DJ, Kurt. Sorry, buddy. We already got the DJ.
No, that means if he's coming.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check my schedule to see if I'm DJing. I don't know. All right. But it's going to be a good time. So, yeah, buddy. We're coming up on
Not bad. I was worried this was going to turn out lousy. This is another good one. I think
they never do.
Yeah, they never do. There's a lot of good
nobody called.
No, no one's mad.
Nobody's mad.
Nobody
mad. Called. Starting to.
Well, it's the same people anyway. We got to get some new people to call and watch.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all
Yell
good.
at us.
Hey, listen, every crowd starts small.
That's it.
A tsunami starts as like they say, a butterfly flaps its wings in Africa. A week later, there's a hurricane in Florida.
That was just in a movie a series I'm watching.
I made that line up. I made that.
No, but something like that was there. The butterfly something it was called.
No, I don't believe you. I made that up.
I'll find it.
It's my line.
Okay.
I get all the credit for that.
So the butterfly line started in Winthrop, and all politics starts at the local level.
There you go. You reading off a cue card there?
Yeah, no, I just scratching the back of my eyelids.
Looked like you were reading a cue card.
Scratching the back of my head.
All right. Well, that's a good show. thanks everybody for watching. You, like I always say, you are the engine that runs this machine. Without you, it would just be me talking to Todd talking to me. And well, we do that anyways.
It's a lot more fun when you're not here.
You hear that noise you just made? That's what I say when the phone rings and it says Todd. What now?
I know. Cool. I love it.
All right. Well, this is my first live stream of the week. I got 3 more to go. Enjoy.
I'll be popping in and out of the other ones.
Yeah. Wednesday night, milk crates and turntables.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next Monday night, 8 o'clock. Share this. Share it. Tell people about it. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Get them on. Take care.